I'm Elizabeth Hall, and I run the Hall Family Daycare with my 3 teenagers. I was paired up with Lynette Kaiser as my home consultant. So our first visit, we did the assessment online. We went over the results and made a plan for the future, what things that we wanted to work on and discuss, and kind of what my goals were and how she could help me accomplish those goals.
When we first started working together, the first thing that she did was the nutrition and physical activity self-assessment for child care providers, and it's more commonly known as knapsack.
So I really wanted to do something with nutrition education too, to kind of teach the kids what's a good food and what's not a good food, because that kind of comes up. The kids are like, oh, let's eat donuts. And you're like, well, that's not really a great breakfast choice.
I had posters that I brought in and gave to her. She, at different times throughout the day, will bring certain posters out that she will use in relationship to her nutrition education.
Lynette brought us the 2 Bite Club book. And so we read that with the kids. We encourage them, to take 2 bites, try it, see if you like it. And usually if you can get like a bite in there, they find out it's not as bad as it looks. It's actually pretty good. And so then they'll eat more. I have found that the kids will usually find at least one way the vegetable is made that they really like it. With kids, the best way to get them to try new fruits and vegetables is exposure. And the more exposure that you give them, the more likely they are to eat it.
I made a mango salsa for her and brought in some whole grain chips, and the kids went absolutely wild. We used canned mangoes, cucumbers, and peppers, and no one questioned anything that was in the recipe.
So one of the things that she introduced was Grow It, Try It, Like It. We were able to teach some Grow It, Try It, Like It lessons. Lynette came and actually taught a lesson first, kind of to show me how to do it, what it would look like. And then she was able to come back and observe me teaching a lesson, just so she kind of gives some tips and some ideas.
The Grow It, Try It, Like It curriculum breaks down the fruits and vegetables so that there's a book, and then there is a ton of different variety of activities that she can do with the kids.
We did like a whole lesson on gardening. So we talked about like what kind of food you can grow in a garden. We talked about how to prepare a garden. We spent a day digging in the garden, digging up worms and checking them out. They were really cool.
The MyPlate that they receive shows 4 out of the 5 food groups, which is grains, fruits and vegetables, and protein. Those are the type of things that she's constantly reinforcing, and because of that, they're getting well-balanced meals because she uses that as a guideline.
She brought me some like cardboard life-size food, and so we helped the kids kind of divide them into different food groups. And one of the things that I noticed is a lot of the kids don't understand what goes where. We got all of the cardboard food out, we laid it out on the living room floor, and then we divided it into piles. So like this side we made a pile of protein, and over here we made a pile of grain, and over here we made a pile of vegetables and a pile of fruit. It's something that I wouldn't have looked for before, like had I not met Lynette or done the training or kind of learned about nutrition education. When you think about teaching preschool age kids, you don't think about teaching them about food. You think about teaching them their ABCs, their shapes, how to write their name. You're not thinking about teaching them to choose between a candy bar or green beans. So we do participate in a food program. So the state of Michigan has various different organizations that offer to help daycare providers with providing nutritious meals to their clients. And there are guidelines for how to do that you have to meet to receive a partial reimbursement. And the company that we use is the Association for Child Care and Development, or ACD Kids. 3 times a year they come out and just kind of check out what meals I'm serving. Are they following the guidelines? The really cool part about the MSU Extension program is that they want to help you reach your own goals. So when I met with Lynette for the first time, it wasn't about, well, you're not doing this, you're not doing this, you're not doing this. She just said, well, here are your results. What is it you think you would like to work on?